This is my phone, and this is what it looks like when it's all nicely organized, and this is what it looks like when it's not. My phone is where I spend a lot of time as a content creator, so it's important for me to keep a good system at place to make sure I don't get too overwhelmed with all the different apps or right away distracted when I need to stay focused on one thing. In this video, I want to share how I organize my phone and mention the top apps I use the most to help me work more efficiently and relax easier when it's time to wind down. The phone I have right now is the iPhone 14 Pro Max. And the only reason why I decided to upgrade my phone last year is because of its camera features and also a larger storage capacity compared to my previous phone, the iPhone XS, or I guess the correct way to pronounce it is the iPhone XS. And that phone was released in 2018 and I had it for 5 years and I actually really liked it. I honestly don't think it's important for me to get a new iPhone every single year just because I'm happy with all the features and everything works great. And if I do want a better picture quality, for example, I can always use my camera for that, to take a really professional photo. The way I organize my phone is pretty simple and it works for me. As you can see, I have 4 pages in total. And the first page is the page with all the apps that I use the most. Everything connected to my work, social media, finances, and also navigation. If I need to go somewhere, obviously I have to use Google Maps, Didi, or Uber because I live in Mexico City. As you can see, I love creating folders and using emojis because I feel like, I don't know, this way everything looks a lot more fun. I'm also a huge fan of the app Widgets that allows you to personalize your home screen or your lock screen. As you can see, I have a lot of different pictures. For example, the first page, you can see this quote about money. Being rich is having money. Being wealthy is having time. And I absolutely agree with that. And I feel like the reason why I have this quote on the first page is because time is everything. And oftentimes I don't have enough time to do the things that I actually want to do. So every time I use this page, I try to constantly remind myself that time is more important. If I need to study something and I need to work on something, it is more important to dedicate my time to that. If we click on the work folder, I feel like the most important app for me here is Authy. I downloaded the app a few months ago because I realized that I actually really needed to start using this two-factor authentication because it's a lot safer. And I use this app for a lot of other apps and like websites I use. Obviously for all the websites that are connected to my finances, for my social media, because I really want to make sure I'm protected. Right now, relying on usernames and passwords to secure your accounts online is not considered that safe anymore. So that's why it's really important to use two-factor authentication. You don't have to use the app Authy. There are a lot of different apps out there that do basically the exact same thing, but this is the app I use. Another app that I cannot imagine my life without is Notion. Notion is the app that is always open on my computer. Sometimes I use it on my phone as well. So if we click here, you will see something super interesting. So I have a lot of different pages for a lot of different projects I'm working on. So both of my YouTube channels, Veronika's Language Diaries and Veronika Mark, I have a lot of different trackers there. I track everything, calendars, Notion is perfect for that. We can also see Bridging Borders here, which is the podcast I'm working on right now. And obviously a lot of different things connected to my personal life too. For example, my weekly planner or my reading log because I love reading, or my personal journal. If you want me to create a separate video about Notion, please let me know in the comments and I will be more than happy to do so. If we click on social media, the most interesting app I have here is actually not really a social media app. I don't know why I put it here, but the app is called Locket. Locket is basically a widget that shows you live pictures of your family and friends. It's amazing for connected with your loved ones. And honestly, I use this app with my family because my family lives very far away. So if I want to share something I'm doing right now and I want them to see what I'm doing as a widget, I usually use Locket. So basically, here's me. I can take a picture of myself and my sister and my parents, they will see this picture on their home screen because they have this widget installed. Okay, done. Let's move on to the second page because here I have a lot of interesting things. Maybe for a lot of you this page doesn't look that organized, but for me it is. And I know I have a lot of things here, but believe me, it works for me and I think it's very organized. So the top of the page, I have the word of the day. I use the app SpanishDictionary.com because I'm learning Spanish right now. And so the word I have to learn today is otoñal, which is very interesting. I am familiar with this word, kinda, because I know how to say fall, but it's kind of like an adjective, I guess. So as you can see, I have an example sentence and the English translation. And I really like it because this widget acts as a reminder for me to study Spanish every day. At the bottom of the page, I have another widget. As you can see, I really like using widgets. So this widget is from Spotify and I have all my podcasts there. Obviously the Bridge and Borders podcast because it's the last thing I listen to. And I have a lot of different folders right here. So if we click on languages, the most interesting thing I have here is Quillbot. It's interesting because it's not actually an app, but a website. And adding a quick link on your homepage to any website is super easy. I'm gonna show you how to do it right now. First, we go to quillbot.com. And then we need to click on the share button and then we scroll down and we click on add to home screen. And then voila, that's it basically. This is how we create this little app-like thing, even though it's not an app. So every time I click on this thing, Quillbot opens on my phone, on Safari or Google Chrome. Mostly I like using Quillbot's website and their Chrome extension on my computer. But when I don't have access to my computer, I obviously use it on my phone and it really helps me improve the quality of my writing. In order to improve your language skills, written communication plays a crucial role. And that's why Quillbot is in the languages folder. With Quillbot's Paraphraser, you'll be able to express your ideas with much more clarity and fluency. Just compare the several paraphrasing modes and fine-tune your original writing as per the situation you're in. And you can use Paraphraser with more than 20 different languages. It has Spanish, which I'm currently learning, and this way Quillbot is helping me learn a lot of new things every day. Also, Quillbot helps me enhance my writing by removing any errors connected to spelling, punctuation, and grammar. It is a very useful resource for students, language learners, content creators, and professionals. Basically, whoever writes online. I highly recommend Quillbot to you all. The link is in the description. Moving on to the editing folder, and here I want to mention the two apps that I use the most. The first one is CapCut. If you're creating short videos for social media, you absolutely have to give this app a try. And the second app that I actually recently discovered for myself is called Captions. I really like this app because they use a lot of AI to help you generate captions, to help you edit your videos. So again, it's perfect for short videos, but I think you can also edit like horizontal videos there, not just vertical, but obviously if you're editing it on your phone, it's a lot easier to edit short vertical videos. In the travel folder, the app that I use the most is called Flighty. And I highly recommend you get this app if you like traveling. It's an amazing tool to keep track of all your flights. And the best part is you can see your flight history. And it looks so cool. Like, look at this. I love it. These are all the flights I've taken since 2020. And as you can see, I've taken 33 flights and 5 long-haul flights. I don't know. I'm very nerdy when it comes to all of those tracking things. Now let's move on to food. Here, my favorite app is Pickup Lines. I absolutely love this app when it comes to cooking something at home. I'll show you what it looks like. There's so many amazing, delicious recipes. Just look at this. Oh my God. And the best part is they're all vegan. They're all plant-based, vegan, and it's just like, what? That's crazy. And obviously, this is the app I use the most for meal planning. Now let's move on to the third page. And here, as you can see, this full page is dedicated to reading. I'm a huge reading nerd. I love reading, and that's why I had to dedicate a separate page to this. The part that I love here the most is that I have a huge widget of the app books. And here I can see the book I'm currently reading, if I achieved my goal for today. As you can see, I have not, but hopefully I will read later tonight. Also, I have another widget by Widgetsmith with a quote. I do believe something very magical can happen when you read a good book. And I couldn't agree more. And I have 2 more apps here. Audible and Blinkist. Recently, I've discovered this style of reading for myself when I read and at the same time listen to the audiobook. It really helps me when I'm reading a very complicated nonfiction book. Sometimes they can be quite boring because of all the scientific research, but I still like it. I still enjoy reading these kinds of books. So that's why I have this app here. And also another app that I use sometimes when I'm planning my YouTube videos is called Blinkist. Blinkist is a great app if you want to read basically a summary of a book. Maybe you forgot the main idea of the book, you're preparing a YouTube video, for example, and you want to talk about this book. Blinkist is a great resource for that. I know that some people use Blinkist to actually read books there, but the problem is you're not actually reading the full book, you know, you're only reading the short summary. So if this is something that you want to do, please go ahead and check out this app because I feel like the way they do it is amazing. I think that's pretty much it when it comes to everything I have inside my phone. Obviously, I also have the fourth page, but as I told you, the fourth page is dedicated to my family and my friends. So I have a lot of personal information there, and unfortunately I can't share it here because obviously it's like pictures of my family and friends. But I think it's a great idea for you to create a separate page on your phone dedicated to your family and friends, because especially if you live abroad, maybe sometimes you feel lonely and you can just, you know, move to this page and see all of this information, like different widgets that are associated with your family and friends. And I feel like that's a great idea. It's something that I started using recently and I'm really loving this idea. There are, however, two additional things that I use pretty often that help me increase my productivity when it comes to using my phone. And the first thing is my case. So I got this case from Casetify probably a year ago. Like I got this phone and immediately I got this case. And it's a great case. I really like it. Casetify cases are a little bit pricey, but it's so worth it. Like if you want to make sure your phone is protected, these are the best cases for that. Their impact case is certified to withstand drops of up to 6.6 feet or 2 meters. Let's do a drop test together right now. Okay, let's do the drop test together. It's my first time doing the drop test. I really hope my phone is not gonna break. So I think that's about 2 meters. Let's see. Okay, the moment of truth. Looks perfect. Look, everything's okay. The back is fine, the camera is fine. Yeah, whew. That felt scary. But the most important thing is that the case protected my phone and it's not broken. I actually don't even use a screen protector, so I feel like this case did a really good job. So yeah, my phone is intact, everything is okay, and right now I honestly don't worry about like dropping my phone. Okay, I dropped my phone, it's fine. I know it's gonna be safe. And the second thing that I can't imagine my life without right now is this Octobuddy holder. This is what it looks like. It's this red color. This holder has a lot of small suction cups, which lets me stick my phone to a glass or a window, for example. And I really love doing that in the morning when I do my morning routine, when I brush my teeth. I just stick my phone to the mirror in my bathroom and watch something on YouTube. Maybe it's not really related to productivity, but to be honest, sometimes I do watch videos on YouTube about productivity while getting ready in the morning. But basically, it's just a great tool for you to use when you need to stick your phone to a glass or a window, take a picture of yourself, or watch something. So as always, links to all the resources I mentioned today are going to be down in the description. Make sure to give Quillbot some love and improve the quality of your writing by clicking the link in the description. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video.